Here in the UAE, digital innovation is the word of the day. You don't have to walk far before stumbling across some kind of accelerator, incubator, or entrepreneurship hub. But how many of these startup companies are inventing new technologies, and how many are copying and pasting existing ideas for local markets?
The majority of business here in the Middle East is really the transportation or the transposition of existing businesses and business models under their own brands, or in some cases under new brands, into the region.
There is a very famous German company that is actually building companies based on that model. Whatever works in the US, they just apply it in regions, in India, in Brazil.
The entrepreneurial community is sort of divided, right? And some of them have great ideas. Some people have great ideas, but they're not really great at commercializing their idea. On the other hand, you have people that are great at making money, but their ideas are clones. Some people admire that because, hey, these guys are making money and they're using this digital world to actually be very profitable. The other side of the community says, no, this is not original, you know, and we respect and we look up to original concepts.
You're always competing against what we call the existing and the proven. And existing and proven sound great. I mean, who wouldn't want to invest in a proven business? Who wouldn't want to work in a new but proven business? And it comes a large hill to climb for the entrepreneur to convince investors or potential employees to come on board, where they say, look, we really don't know what the ultimate business model of this is going to be, or we don't know if it's really going to work, whether you're talking technically or from a business perspective, but we believe that it should.
But innovation doesn't just mean coming up with a new technology. It can also come about through combining existing ideas, tools, and concepts in new ways.
Hajjnet is delivering products and technology that facilitate the delivery of content, features and information that allows people to fulfill their Islamic faith obligations. We didn't look and say what's out there that we can use, nor did we say, you know, what could we invent? Because we don't have any patents, we didn't sort of invent anything, but instead we focused on the process. Hajj is the Islamic pilgrimage to Mecca that every able Muslim is compelled to do at least once in his or her lifetime. It's a huge part of a Muslim's life and a huge part of the region. There is a lot of confusion about the process. None of us on the team really understood the Hajj process, you know, when we first started. And it wasn't for lack of trying, because, you know, I'd gotten books, I'd read books. The more that I looked at, the more that I read, the more confused I became. One of the first things we wanted to do was at least give people an idea of A, the process, B, where are they in the process, and what are they going to do next? Because that in itself is very, very comforting and empowering, so they can focus on the present.
So Yebab started as a wedding directory for the UAE and soon expanded to the region in Saudi and Egypt. And recently we pivoted into a photo sharing site and an app specifically, because we thought there are many gaps in the photo sharing technologies that are being used, and we think we have the ability to fill up these gaps.
Mainly the idea behind the application was focusing on images and how we can make people communicate better through those images, rather than broadcasting their ideas or broadcasting their thoughts.
The current way, it's mostly, the moment you see a picture, it's just gone. Whether you like it or comment on it, there isn't an easy way to go back to it and categorize them in a simple way that people would like to have.
People still are not used to having applications at that level coming out from the region. So at the earliest stage, we faced some questioning, like they didn't actually get it until they tried the application and used it, then they were impressed.
We can build technology like this. We can do it from the Middle East, and we can put our thinking hats on and do something impressive. You don't have to be in Silicon Valley in order to think of a good idea or to build something.